What's up, everyone? I know this video is a bit late, but welcome to the June 20th to 21st, 2026 post-fight review, which involved Oscar Collazo versus Valdez and Ashton Sylve versus Diaz. I'll start with, I guess, the most important fight, Oscar Collazo. Let me just get his info up. If you guys don't know, which I can understand, Oscar Collazo is currently the unified champion of the lightest division, which is minimum weight, which can either be called strawweight as well, apparently, but I'm just going to call it minimum weight. He is the current unified WBO and WBA, I think. But from my knowledge, this fight was not for the unified titles because there was a very, very short replacement fight against Nader Valdez. It was supposed to be against something Hanoi for for the title defenses, but since a pullout happened, title's not on the line, and this was sanctioned at flyweight as well, which is I think 2 divisions above what Collazo usually fights at. So that's the politics side of the fight. For the fight itself, it lasted 2 rounds. There was 3 knockdowns in the second round. And overall, Collazo looked pretty damn good. He moved well. He had good punch selection, and he got out of the shots well. So I think if he was to move up, he would still do very well, provided Valdez is not a good opponent. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he has no recognizable wins. Yeah, and he's only fought in the regional scene of Mexico, so not the best opponent. But hey, what can you do when it's a replacement fight? And oh my god, that knockdown when he stepped back and shot that left straight to his jaw. My god, that was a beautiful shot. But post-fight, I think Collazo should aim to try and get the unified titles. The current champions are Pedro Taduran and I don't want to mispronounce his name, so I'm just going to say Kuse, the WBC champion. I think the next logical fight for him should be Pedro Taduran for the IBF unification. Or, if he can't get any of those, I think he should try and move up and become a multi-division champion so he can boost his name a bit more. But that's really all I have for Oscar Collazo's fight. The next fight I want to talk about is Ashton Sylve versus Jojo Diaz. If I have to be honest, I was not that impressed by either of them. H2O, Ashton Sylve, he's meant to be the prospect, but I'm not sure if I see that high of a ceiling for him. Obviously, he had that brutal knockout from, what's his name, Lucas Batty. Oh my god, that knockout was brutal. But other than that, in this fight, I don't know. His jab was okay. He did move out of shots well. And he dictated the distance pretty well with the jab, but he just looked kind of slow. And in like the latter half, Jojo Diaz did come in and land a few good shots on Ashton Sylve. So I'm kind of concerned for his slightly leaky defense, I would say. And I don't think Ashton Sylve is that good at fighting in the inside. So if he fights a pressure fighter, that's better than Jojo Diaz. And that's actually meant to be a 140-pounder. He might struggle quite a bit. But as for Ashton Sylve, if I was to check out his ranking, he is a 140-pounder, right? If I was to try and find him in the rankings, I don't see him in any of the rankings, so I think he still needs to get some fights to enter himself into the rankings. But to be honest, I don't know who he should fight. He could fight Sean McComb, maybe, who fought Arnold Barboza. Maybe Jermaine Ortiz could be a bit hard, so maybe. Yeah, they should progress him a bit more slowly because I think he still needs to develop on his like defense and fundamentals. And that's all I have for that. Actually, and for Jojo Diaz, might be the end of the road for him. So I think he should try and think about retirement in the near future. And for the last fight, Ryan Garner versus Michael Magnesi. I think this is the sleeper fight, and I think this was the best fight for a few rounds. Because the first 5 rounds was incredible. Was an incredible phone booth fight. Both landed their shots, both landed hard shots as well. Both got chinned. When I say chinned, they got their chin checked. But during the 6th, there was a bit more clinching than the first 5, and less productive work. And then 7 to 12 was just a clinch fest. So didn't enjoy the fight from then on. But regardless to say, Ryan Garner did get the win against someone of a. I think you can call it Michael Magnesi a step up, because Magnesi is one of those fighters that's only really lost when he stepped up to the competition. So I would say it's a decent win, and that makes Ryan Garner the WBC interim champion to O'Shaquie Foster's title. So realistically, he could be next for the title. He might have a title fight next. But I don't know how realistic that is, because if O'Shaquie Foster does aim for the unification fight with Navarrete, then Ryan Garner, I don't know what he does next. Because I'm not too sure if he wants to like move up or like risk his interim status. So I guess he can kind of chill out. He's had a tough fight with Michael Magnesi, so chill out for a bit. And what else is there? Yeah, I don't really see anyone else that he could really fight unless if he really does want to get a fight. To be honest, there really isn't much any other people, so I guess he could try and like build his name up by fighting Raymond Ford wouldn't take that fight, would he? Sugar Nunes? That could be a fight. Sugar Nunes is in the rankings, so and he was previously the he was previously the IBF champion, so you could get a former champion on your resume. Or you could fight a Robson Conceição, who fought and won against O'Shaq, so you could get that win. But other than that, that's really it. Oh, wait, there was a few more fights on the Collazo fight, on the Collazo Diaz, Valdez card. No, I've seen that. It was, Caden Griffiths, I saw. He's someone that I've seen through social media, so I wanted to have a watch of his fight. Currently 9-0 now, I think. He looked okay. I don't know about his punch power, because he landed some brutal hooks to the body and to the head. But there wasn't much of an effect. Until of course his opponent went down. He has good fundamentals, I'll say that. He has good torque on his shots, but I just don't know if he has that much power. But we'll see, because he has just started, so he'll develop, I think. And the other fight that I saw... Did I see another fight? No, I haven't seen another fight. Never mind. Yeah, and that's it for me. I know this is a bit of a short video, but there wasn't too much that happened this weekend. But next weekend, oh my, yes. There's two fights that I look forward to. Lewis Crocker versus Liam Parrow, which is happening today at my time. And on Sunday, we have the unification fight. Xander Zayas versus Boots Ennis. I'll be looking very, very, very keenly at that fight. But for now, this is the end of the video. Leave a comment if you disagree with anything. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.